Nutrition hacks for busy professionals. If you've ever skipped meals or lived off caffeine or even crashed at like 2 p.m., this is for you. A lot of times you're not underfueled because you're busy or you're just lazy. You're just undersupported. You maybe don't have the right tools and systems and process that are going to help you with those in between work times or those little windows that you have to actually make a good nutrition choice. I know when you're working, you get busy. I mean, think about it. Your nutrition is the last thing that you're thinking about. I have clients who will tell me they have meetings from literally 9 a.m. until 3 or 4 later, 5 p.m. They got calls after work. They got meetings that are getting rescheduled and things of that nature. So it's hard to really plan and prepare when they're going to have food. So that's the last thing that you're thinking about. It's the first thing to go when work gets busy. You got busy deadlines, priorities. So, really it's just about the right systems. Okay, what can I do? What can I prepare beforehand? Or what do I need to know? What education do I need that's going to help me make a decision like this, or even not have to make a decision when I go to think about what food to eat or how to fuel myself properly so my energy doesn't crash, or I'm not just doing whatever it takes to make it through my work day and be as productive as I can and fighting having low energy, right? So I actually know exactly what that feels like when, eating is the first thing to go. So, simple nutrition hacks. I'm gonna give you, let's say, 3 simple nutrition hacks to start on. One would be prioritizing your hydration. So one thing about if you're having trouble staying fueled, getting proper meals in, if you're dehydrated doing that, that's gonna kill your energy. That's gonna kill your willpower, right? So hydration is your energy. You want to make sure that you're drinking, start your day with water. That's one of the first things that you can do to set your whole entire day up for success. First thing in the morning, start with 20 ounces of water. That's 2 or 3 glasses of water before you do anything else. If you want to throw some electrolytes, if you want to throw in a little bit of lemon or any other kind of citrus fruit juice, that can help. But that's how you start your day for productivity. Water, first thing on your stomach, is going to increase your metabolism, start your metabolism on the right note, and then it's going to make it easier to make better decisions when you have at least water on your stomach. And of course, throughout the day, you've heard you want to drink a glass of water before you eat. Before I eat, 10 minutes before I eat, a glass of water, it kind of sets me, right? It's like, okay, what is the next thing? Like my insides, my digestive tract, everything is lubricated, is ready to receive the nutrients that are coming after this. And I've kind of calmed my, leptin and ghrelin, your hormones. You kind of calm those hormones down, put something on your stomach. So at least your body and your brain aren't raging for energy, right? Gives you a little buffer. So think about hydration first thing in the morning, before and after every meal. 10 minutes before your meals, 10 minutes after your meals. You're going to have a much easier time making better decisions on your nutrition, just doing those 2 things. Number 2 is have a protein anchor in every single meal. Protein is a non-negotiable. Every single time you eat, think about what is your protein source. So, you've heard a list of different things, but let's think about what that looks like on your plate. Let's say a fist or 2 of protein should be on your plate every single time. So think about making sure you have protein on your plate. That's going to keep yourself full for the longest time. Of course, we know protein is good for building muscle. Of course, we know we need a protein to recover from your workouts, but actually it keeps you from being hungrier. And protein is the only macronutrients being protein, carbs, and fat. Protein is the only one that burns the most calories. They all may burn some calories, but it burns the most calories as you digest it. That's going to keep you full for longer. And then again, making it easier to make better decisions for your next meal because you have more time. You bought yourself time with the protein. Now, the third nutrition hack that I'm gonna say is, they called our food, by the way. They called our food, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, for your 2 p.m. crash, this is how you're gonna fix that. Go for a really salty meal in between your bigger meals, right? So not really salty. Your 2 p.m. crash, here's how you're gonna fix that. Go for a meal that's slightly salty, right? If you're gonna have salty food, make sure you drink water before your meal, and then eat something like, cheese and crackers, or, let's say like some nuts with a little bit of salt on it, or, like a low sugar snack, maybe like a low calorie popcorn. But that's gonna have a little bit of salt. That's actually gonna help with energy throughout the day, and maybe give you a little bit of that feeling like, like you just had like a little jolts, right? Maybe a little caffeine feeling, but without, spiking your energy too high so it doesn't crash later on. You don't have trouble sleeping, and that's gonna kind of, that's gonna make it more difficult to get into a good rhythm, your circadian rhythm. Are you falling asleep at the right time, able to wake up and feeling rested throughout the night? So it starts with your food and your meals throughout the day. So listen, you don't need to start counting every single calorie to actually think about how you're gonna, fuel your body for weight loss or muscle gain or whatever that is, and have the right energy. You just need a couple simple systems, or even just a couple parameters. Most clients that I work with, when they're successful with increasing their energy and hitting their weight loss or weight gain goals, they do 2 things at a time. They're like, okay, I'm not gonna do sugar, and I'm gonna do vegetables for every, 1 serving of vegetables a day. Just make 2 rules for yourself. I'm gonna cut out alcohol, and I'm gonna drink a lot more water. Make 2 rules for yourself that work and that you can stick to, but also, find some support, right? Like, you need somebody else, an accountability partner, a coworker, a family member, a friend, or a coach, a trainer, to help you, remind you, and you can bounce ideas and bounce, accountability off of. So that alone is going to help more than anything else. Have somebody else there that you can relay this information off and bounce off, and kind of go on a journey together. But the other things I mentioned, those nutrition hacks, and just thinking about reframing how you're looking at your nutrition and getting that support, are going to make all the difference for you.